The arts are alive in Centreville, and thanks in part to this place, the Queen Anne's County Center for the Arts. For more than 40 years, the mission has been to champion performance, visual, and cultural arts.
Delmarva Life's Katie Zarrilli stepped inside to see how this nonprofit continues to enrich the lives in this part of the peninsula.
How would our lives be if art didn't exist? The answer might surprise you.
You wouldn't be able to get up and put on a pair of pants. They wouldn't be there.
Rick Strittmatter ain't kidding. And that's why he and the rest of the leadership at the Queen Anne's County Center for the Arts believe so much in the nonprofit's mission.
It's bringing the arts to our constituents, every demographic, minorities. It's really bringing that presence, just kind of a universal application of the arts, whether it's classes, concerts, exhibitions, whatever, to everyone in Queen Anne's County, and also people outside of the county.
It's a mission that's existed since 1977, and one they accomplish by learning about what people like and dislike and building on that.
There is an awareness, and although we try to tap in and bring new things to our population in the county, we also want to deliver as far as what they like. The concerts are really big, and some of the outdoor events with food and drink. And, the idea is we don't want to push the arts down anyone's throats, We don't want to say, oh, you've got to do this, We want to find out what they want to do, and then we integrate that with some new stuff. And so far it's worked out really well.
Concerts, coffee houses, events, exhibitions, workshops, classes, you name it, they bring it. Even though a lot of this went online through COVID, that didn't slow down the momentum.
Queen Anne's County is a very face-to-face county. We like to do it in person. So these workshops and classes are definitely coming back, and people are signing up in droves. I mean, they sell out in an hour or two. It's pretty remarkable.
Also remarkable, the various artists you'll find living right here in this area.
We have a ton of writers, visual artists, people in film, animation that have moved over here because it's still kind of rural, and you can still kind of get away from things. And now it's so easy to just work from home, So we have a lot of artists, sculptors, on and on and on over here. And I would say that people really aren't aware that these people are, as part of the population.
Rick himself has worked in graphic design, illustration, architectural design, and he's a musician.
This is kind of the long haul. It's what I've done since I was old enough to know that I wanted to do it. I was pretty young.
He took this job 5 years ago and was excited to give the organization some new life.
It was like poking a sleeping person, I mean, if you're asleep, you're not going to do anything. But when you wake up, you can do all kinds of things. So all of a sudden, we were doing, concerts, and the exhibitions are much bigger. It just opened up a lot of things that hadn't been done, And I have an incredible staff, and we've been able to do, I think, some pretty amazing stuff.
And it'll get even more amazing once they complete their annex behind the building. They're currently fundraising for that project.
Hopefully, when the building is done, probably within about 5 years, it will be a place for classes, concerts, more exhibitions, and it will really increase what we can do as far as our outreach.
Outreach is important to this organization. They'll do whatever it takes to get art into people's hearts.
Our members that we see a lot, they'll come up to me and they'll go, here's so-and-so. She's never been to an exhibition, and she just loves it. She has a great time, And a lot of times it's not your typical accessible art. It may be something really different, And our concert series and plays, and we've got a lot of members that way, new members, would come in and they would be like, yeah, I'm definitely going to do this. This is great stuff.
And though the art takes center stage, there's often food and drink at exhibits and events that helps bring the fun.
It's art, and it's great, and it's informative, and and it's beautiful, and it comes from all over. But it's also a bit of a party.
And Rick says those parties will hopefully pop back up sometime soon.
Things are getting back to normal, and people I think they're really looking forward to getting out and having a good time.
Having a good time while celebrating arts of all kinds created here in Centreville and beyond.
Now, the experiences and opportunities that you just heard about inside are all made possible through the contributions and the donations made by members and friends. If you would like to be a part of it, all you have to do is get the information from delmarvalife.com.